Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, we're from the reading group, and today we are going to share our presentation about three interesting books that talk about reading. These books help us understand what reading really is, why people read, and some of the challenges readers face. We'll focus on five main points that appear in all three books: general conversation, purpose for reading, reading difficulties, finding the main idea, and reading abilities. We hope this helps you see reading from a new perspective. Our group members are Azahra Rinzanais and me, Dian Maharani Tarigan. Next, the material that will be presented by Azahra Rinzanais.
Okay, thank you the opportunity, Dian. So guys, today I will present about the first book, and the title is Teaching and Researching Reading by William Grape and Frederica L. Stoller. Teaching and Researching Reading by William Grape and Frederica L. Stoller is a comprehensive book on teaching and researching reading, especially in the context of a second or foreign language. This book aims to help teachers, researchers, and students understand how the reading process works, how to teach it effectively, and how reading can be researched scientifically. There are several important points from this book that I will explain today. And the first is purpose for reading. Why someone reads and how that purpose affects how we understand the text. Reading purpose in a second language context. In this slide, I will explain the various reading purpose proposed by Grape and Stoller in the book Teaching and Researching Reading. They explain that reading is not done the same way in every situation. The purpose of reading will greatly determine how a reader processes a text. For example, someone can read to find specific information, such as when looking up a number in a telephone book. This is called reading to search, or read quickly to get an overview of the text, which is called skimming. There is also the purpose of reading to learn, such as when students read academic texts. This is called reading to learn. There is also the purpose of reading to learn, such as when students read academic texts. This is called reading to learn. In addition, there is reading to integrate several texts, reading for writing or collecting purpose, and reading to understand general information or entertainment. Understanding this purpose is important because it will influence the strategies and approaches used in the process of teaching reading. Preliminary notion of reading abilities. I will explain the initial concept of reading ability, which is also discussed by Grape and Stoller. They emphasize that reading ability is not a single skill, but a combination of several important interrelated processes. The first process is word recognition, which is the ability to recognize words quickly and accurately. Then, there is language comprehension, which is understanding sentence structure and word meaning. Readers also need to build a text model, which is a comprehensive understanding of the contents of the text. In addition, they must be able to relate new information to previous knowledge, make inferences, and predict the contents of the next text. All of these requires the use of flexible strategies, depending on the type of the text and the purpose of reading. So, teaching reading means help students develop all of these components in a balanced way. Okay, guys, in the conclusion, reading is not just recognizing words but a complex skill involving purpose, understanding, background knowledge, and strategy. Grab and Store emphasize that effective reading defense depends on using the right strategies based on reading goals, talk about bottom-up and up-down process. Okay, that's all. Back to moderator.
Good morning, guys. Today I will present a summary of the book Understanding Reading by Frank Smith. This book explores how reading works based on a psycholinguistic approach. The book discusses five key points about reading: general comprehension, purpose for reading, reason why reading can be difficult, recognize the main idea, and early understanding of reading abilities. General comprehension. According to Frank Smith, reading is not just about recognizing words, it's about understanding meaning. We use our pure knowledge and experience to make sense of what we read. Reading is an active, not passive process. Purpose for reading. Smith emphasizes that everyone reads with a specific purpose, whether to learn, to find information, or simply for enjoyment. This purpose influences how we read and what we focus on. Why reading can be difficult. Reading becomes difficult when we focus too much on technique such as decoding every word. In reality, reading is a natural process that should focus on understanding meaning, not just pronunciation or spelling. Recognizing the main idea. Frank Smith explained that good readers don't just look for keywords, they understand the connection between part of the next. They use context and background knowledge to guess and confirm the main idea. Reading abilities. Smith believes that reading ability is part of general language ability. Children can learn to read naturally just like they learn to speak talk. Exposure and real life use of language, not only through formal instruction. Conclusion. From this book, we learn that reading is a thinking process. It's not just about decoding letters and words, but about building meaning. Smith encouraged a more natural approach to learning and teaching reading.
Okay, guys, I will explain the last book, and the title is Reading for the Main Idea, second edition by Alton L. Rieger. This book focuses on strategies for finding the main idea in reading, intended for students to be able to read more effectively and understand the contents of the text quickly. Arranged in the form of exercise and short readings, this book also aims to train readers to distinguish topic, main ideas, and supporting details, improve critical reading skills, and time efficiency when reading. And the point from this book, there are several important points that relate to the theme of today's presentation. And first, in terms of general comprehension, the book helps readers understand the overall meaning of a text by focusing on the main idea. And secondly, regarding the purpose for reading, readers are guided to read with a specific goals, identifying the central meaning of the passage. The third, the book addresses why reading can sometimes feel difficult, often because of- readers struggle to distinguish between key information and additional details. The fourth, the main focus of the books is recognizing the main idea. It provides many exercises that train readers to identify the main idea, whether it is directly stated or implied in the text. Lastly, in terms of reading abilities, the book promotes active reading, improves reading span and accuracy, and strengthens the ability to analyze paragraph structure. Okay, guys, in the conclusion, this book helps readers practice directly to recognize the main idea of the reading. This is an important skill because without capturing the main idea, readers can lose the main message of the text. Through short and repeated exercise, readers become more skilled at speed reading with proper comprehension. Okay, guys, that's all. Back to moderator.
Okay, guys, that concludes our presentation session. Thank you to the presenter and to everyone who has participated effectively. I apologize for any shortcomings during my time as moderator. See you in the next session. Thank you and have a great day.